Four AIs made four different predictions for who'd win the World Cup. Three of them were wrong. One called it exactly right, and the reason why should worry the other three. All right, so back before the tournament even started, we ran an experiment on this channel. We asked four major AI models, Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, and Grok, to each predict the World Cup. Champion, runner-up, upsets, the whole bracket. And here's the thing. This was never really about soccer. It was about whether these models actually reason through a prediction or whether they're just pattern matching noise and getting lucky when they happen to be right. So the tournament's over. Spain beat Argentina 1-0 in the final. And when we go back and check the scorecard, three of the four models had it wrong on at least one of the two finalists. Claude Opus 4.8 is the only one that called both. Spain as champion, Argentina as runner-up. Exactly right. Now, before you go crown Claude the greatest sports analyst on the internet, I want to be honest with you about what this actually proves, because it's less than you'd think. One correct call across one tournament is not a pattern. It's not statistically meaningful on its own. If I flipped a coin 4 times and one person called it right, that doesn't make them psychic. Before we get into why this actually happened, if you want to keep up with stories like this one, the link's in the description. It's a quick way to stay in the loop on what these models are actually doing, not just the headlines. Okay, so here's what's actually interesting, and it's not the scoreboard. It's how each model got to its answer. Grok and ChatGPT leaned heavily on recent form and public sentiment. Basically, who's been trending. That's a reasonable strategy, but it's also the strategy most likely to get fooled by an upset, because momentum isn't the same as ceiling. Gemini's picks leaned on raw talent and squad depth, which is a stronger long-term signal, but it undervalues tournament-specific pressure. And that's exactly where a team like Argentina can either overperform or collapse. Claude's reasoning, from what we could see in its original explanation, weighted tournament experience and knockout stage composure more heavily than the others did, which happens to be exactly the kind of variable that decides 1-0 finals. That's not magic, that's just a different weighting of the same information, and this time that weighting happened to match reality. And that's really the honest takeaway here. These models aren't oracles. They're reasoning engines that make different bets based on what they're told to prioritize. Sometimes one bet lines up with the world, sometimes it doesn't. The real question worth asking isn't which AI won, it's which AI's reasoning process do you actually trust when the stakes are higher than a soccer bracket? Because the same kind of reasoning gap shows up everywhere these models get used. Market predictions, risk assessments, decisions that actually matter. So Claude got this one right, and it's a genuinely interesting data point. But if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Don't trust an AI's prediction because it's confident. Trust it because you understand why it's confident. That distinction is going to matter a lot more over the next few years than any World Cup bracket ever will. If you want more of this, where we actually dig into how these models think, not just what they output, that's what this channel does every week. Catch you in the next one.